Title: The Secret Strategies of Faceless YouTube Sensations. Intro: you know the channels I'm talking about. They have millions of subscribers and are making a fortune online, but you've never actually seen their face. They're a voice, an animation, a pair of hands, or maybe just a really good curator of content. They are the quiet giants of YouTube, proving that you don't need to be on camera to build an empire. But this isn't about getting lucky, and it's not some glitch in the system. Hook. So how are they really doing it? While so many creators struggle just to get noticed, these faceless channels seem to have cracked the code. And it's not some secret algorithm hack. It's a playbook, a formula that turns anonymity into authority and views into a real business. In this video, we're breaking down the 7 key strategies these anonymous creators use to build their empires. By the end, you'll have the exact blueprint they used to turn their privacy into profit. The problem. Look, the appeal of a faceless channel is obvious. It promises a world where your ideas matter more than your appearance, a world where you can keep your private life private. Skip the expensive cameras and lighting and just focus on making great content. But for every anonymous channel that blows up, thousands more feel like they're shouting into an empty room. They follow the advice, they pick a niche, they upload all the time, but the growth just isn't happening. It all leads to that one frustrating question. What are they doing that I'm not? The answer isn't a single trick, but a totally different way of thinking. You have to understand that when you take away the face, you have to replace it with something even more powerful. Section 1. Secret number 1. The Content First Fortress. The first and most important rule in the Faceless playbook is this. Your content isn't just king, it's the entire kingdom. When there isn't a personality on screen to make a connection, the value of the video has to be undeniable and obvious from the first second. This is why you see faceless channels crushing it in niches built on pure information. Take the Infographic Show, which has over 15 million subscribers, just by turning complicated topics into slick animated videos. They don't have a host smiling at you. Their authority comes from their deep research and fantastic visual storytelling. This works because it sets up a different kind of deal with the viewer. The viewer isn't showing up for the creator. They're showing up for the answer, the entertainment, or the knowledge the video promises. This means your quality bar has to be incredibly high. The audio needs to be crisp, the editing has to be sharp, and the information has to be crystal clear. Where a lot of aspiring faceless creators fail is thinking no camera means low effort. The reality is the complete opposite. All the effort you would have put into being on camera gets redirected into perfecting the script, the sound, and the visuals to build a fortress of pure value. Section 2. Secret number 2. The Psychology of Anonymity. The second secret is all about using branding psychology. Instead of being a weakness, being anonymous becomes the channel's biggest asset. It creates a sense of mystery and lets the content itself become the entire brand. There's no better example of this than Lo-Fi Girl. With over 15 million subscribers, the channel isn't built around a person, but an icon, the animated girl who is always studying. She's a symbol, a mood, a shared vibe. Nobody needs to know the creator's name because the connection is with the consistent, reliable atmosphere the channel delivers. This is so powerful because it makes the brand bigger than any one person. The creator stays private and can even pivot or sell the channel someday without ruining the audience's experience. Horror narration channels like Mr. Nightmare, with over 6 million subscribers, use this perfectly. The narrator's anonymity makes the suspense even better. The focus is 100% on the creepy story, which makes it feel way more immersive. These creators get that their absence is a tool. It gets rid of the distraction of personality and replaces it with a strong, focused brand that viewers connect with on their own terms. Section 3. Secret number 3. The niche supremacy. A channel with a charismatic host can sometimes get away with covering broad topics. For a faceless channel, that's a death sentence. The third secret is to completely dominate a specific niche. When you can't win with your personality, you have to win with your specificity. The goal is to become the absolute go-to resource for a very particular group of people. This is how you build a loyal following that feels like a private club. Take a channel like Lucas, which is all about aviation videos. By curating and commentating on just that one topic, the channel has built a dedicated audience of over 1.5 million subscribers. They aren't trying to please everyone. They are super serving one passionate community. This strategy works because it sends clear signals to the YouTube algorithm about who your content is for. While the algorithm prioritizes individual viewer behavior, by focusing on a tight niche, you make it easier for YouTube to match your videos with the right people, viewers who are already showing interest in that topic. This creates a feedback loop. Consistently serving a specific audience builds momentum, as each video helps the next one reach an even bigger and more engaged group of people. Section 4. Secret number 4. The branding blueprint. Secret number 4 is realizing that your format is your face. Every single successful faceless channel has a consistent, recognizable style that makes their videos instantly identifiable. This is way more than just a logo. It's a formula of visuals, music, and editing. For example, you know a bright side video the second you see its colorful, clean animations and hear that upbeat narration, a style that's earned it over 44 million subscribers. You can spot a video from the infographic show from a mile away because of its signature stick figure characters and fast-paced storytelling. This consistency builds a powerful sense of familiarity and trust. Viewers know what they're getting into, which makes them more likely to click. Your branding is a silent promise. If you liked our last video, you'll like this one too. But this takes discipline. It means picking a style that is not only effective, but also one you can actually keep producing. You have to ask yourself, can I make 100 more videos just like this? Because in the faceless world, your signature style is your handshake, your smile, and your entire personality. Section 5. Secret number 5. The engagement engine. There's a myth that faceless channels can't build a real community. Secret number 5 blows that idea out of the water. The best anonymous creators build a powerful engagement engine that runs behind the scenes. They know that since the audience can't connect with a face, they need to give them other ways to interact and feel like they're part of something. They do this by being intentional about engagement. You'll see the top channels constantly responding to comments, using polls in the community tab, asking questions in their videos, and setting up spaces like Discord servers for their fans. They make the audience feel seen and heard. All of this interaction signals to the YouTube algorithm that people are connecting with the content, which helps push it to more viewers. It turns passive viewers into an active community. They aren't just fans of the content, they're members of a tribe built around a shared interest, whether it's horror stories, personal finance, or just chill music for study. That sense of belonging is what keeps people coming back for every single video.
Please subscribe my channel, Smart Dollar Wave, for more informative videos.